Hi everybody, welcome back to Jay Hunto's Garage. Today's project comes to us from Faye Hadley of Pistons and Pixie Dust and All Girls Garage. Faye would like to have a Volkswagen replica of her car done, so she's going to send me a couple of cars that I get to put together and see if I can make one car out of the two that is kind of close to what she has. So this one's the Mark 1, and this one I think matches her car the most, except it's a two-door. So we were hoping that we could take the luggage rack on top and the wheels maybe and put it on this guy because it's got fender flares. Except this one is a 90 and it's a little newer, and it is, although it kind of looks like the same shape, it's different. And I think the better representation would be the two-door. So I went ahead and mainly focused on that. So I just drilled the posts to get the cars separated. That's pretty much how you start all these builds, taking everything apart. Like any modification or restoration you do on a car, basically just sometimes it's on a much larger scale. So getting all that apart, including this luggage rack, which I'll end up saving, was easy. I mean, these cars, there's nothing to them. The luggage rack I'm going to save, although I'm going to paint it, because I do end up going ahead and making two versions of this car. And first thing you got to do is get all the paint off the darn thing. Here's the paint stripper I used that's absolutely nasty. Gloves, and I would even say a respirator required for this stuff. It's nasty. It washes off good with water, but man, it's I could see growing an eyeball out of my forehead or something like that from being around this stuff too much. So getting the wheels off is nothing more than a burr on the and a burr tool on the end of my what Dremel? Off the Dremel. The Dremel. Actually, this Dremel is designed for cutting nails on dogs, but it's a nice slow speed, so it doesn't get too aggressive. You can sneak up on things, and that's usually the best way to go, especially doing soft plastic and the soft metal that these are made out of. So with the car out of the stripper, the paint just comes right off. And I had actually tried to just brush the stripper on and then leave it set, and normally that makes the paint bubble up and wrinkle off, but it wasn't having it in this case. So into the tank it went, and now we got to get this thing off the top, which is not part of the program, so let's make that go away. And in the meantime, we need to get do some sanding and put some putty on the top, see if we can get that a little smoother, and think about what we're going to do inside that engine compartment eventually. So with the sanding, like I said, it's a soft metal. It does sand fairly easily. They make nice fine putty to fill in any low areas that gets it back to nice and smooth where it should be. And this is the 90 model, taking it apart again, same procedure. Now with those posts, I'll actually have a very small drill bit that I drill a hole down in there, and then I have a tap, and I add threads, and I have little screws that'll hold this all together when it's done. Sure telltale sign somebody's been into a car if you see screws on the bottom. So the goal originally was to make two of these out of one, and I had planned on using this bottom piece just for the interior and the fender flares. So that wasn't going to work. So like any male, if it doesn't work, get something out and cut it. And I was going to see if I could save these fender flares and get those on there, see if those would work out, just because they were the shape was nice and it would save me a whole lot of time with putty. This was to no avail because that was just going to be cheesy, and whenever you cut plastic it gets fuzzy, and it just wasn't going to work, and I wasn't even sure what wheels I was going to use yet. Decided to go with the putty.
In my hands, nothing turns to putty.
So this is Millie Putt. It's a two-part putty that you just knead together, and it has a nice working time where it gets it's very pliable for a long time, so for a good hour at least, and you can put some water on it to help shape it and get it soft again. It's very good stuff. It's a fine putty. It works excellent for this. So I've gotten pretty good at gauging how much to use and kind of a good idea of what size I want these to be. So that ends up being the best way to go on this particular case with this car. I mean, I've seen some that are absolutely wild, and that you get that with the putty. The putty, it's nice. It works excellent. What I'm not showing you is the sanding. Oh my gosh, the sanding that's involved after you get these on and they cure, and watching me do that, shaping these things, it's worse than watching paint dry or grass grow, honestly. So her car's got a looks like, I think it's a hood scoop from a Subaru of some sort that actually looks really cool, and it looks like it belongs on the car, and it should have been there from the beginning. So I was thinking about that the whole time I was putting this on, trying to get it to come out right. And I was thinking, yeah, Volkswagen should have had this from the beginning. They look good on the Subarus, and they look good on this car. So I thought that was a great addition, and really something that makes the car stand out from every other Golf. As a matter of fact, true story, my roommate when I was in the Air Force in England had a yellow and orange Golf, and I had an MGB convertible. And that guy's car was fast. It was way faster than my car. And I remember we used to pull the choke, and it honestly made the thing faster. It was really pretty neat. Good memories. And as far as Volkswagens goes, I've had several of those when I was in the military. My first Volkswagen ever was when I first got to England. I bought it from another GI. It's a 72 Super Beetle. Had a great time in that car, and even jumped it into a field one time when I missed a turn going out to a buddy's house. And my other one I had in Arizona, and it was a, I don't know, 76 or something, and that was good cars. Good cars. I've had my time with them, and I feel like I've had my fill of them. Don't forget to check out our other videos, our DIECAST playlist, which this will be on, as well as our DIY playlists as well. Should be something in there that can help you out. So this is pretty much what it looks like while it's curing, and then the sanding starts, and that's what I've skipped through all of that here. And this is priming right before paint. So this surface primer is excellent because it doesn't hide any details. It's an excellent primer. It sands easily, and you're going to see here that I need to do a little bit more work on the roof, although it is going to get a roof rack, but I went ahead and fixed that up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And here we have paint. Painted the flares, the engine compartment. These were ready to go, and then I realized, after I got the wheels on and the tire rack on the back, I realized I had painted these the wrong color. The car is actually gray. I don't know where I got blue from. For some reason I had it stuck in my head. So I ended up stripping off what I could and painting it gray. And it was fun, actually. Not a bad deal to do things twice. just like when I measure things, but sometimes I cut things twice and they're still too short. So anyway, this is how it came out. The wheels, every one of those spokes in the wheels is hand painted because they're originally chrome, but that was the closest thing I had. Luggage rack looks cool on there. The tire rack, the flares, I think it all came out pretty good. And then here's me getting the purple paint for the engine compartment. I actually had to mix that because I didn't have any. So that was a serious endeavor in learning how to do colors, which I don't do. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to like and share. Thanks, and have a great day.